Have you ever held another's gaze and felt a silence so profound it seemed to speak a forgotten language? A moment where you feel seen, not for the self you present to the world, but for the essence you are. What if that unsettling stillness is a recognition? Your eyes are not merely windows. They are portals, broadcasting the quiet mission of your spirit to those who know how to listen. There are teachings, ancient and deep, passed down not in books but in breath. My tradition speaks of a great, silent web that connects all beings. Yet, there is a piece of this wisdom that has been set aside, deemed too simple for a complex world. The truth that the very color of your eyes is a sacred imprint, a physical echo of the path your soul has chosen for this lifetime. This is what we have been encouraged to forget. Your eye color is not a matter of chance. It is not a genetic roll of the dice. In the wisdom of my lineage, it is seen as the form given to your spirit's deepest intention. The silent current that has guided you, life after life. Think on this. Have you not observed how people with eyes of a certain hue seem to walk similar inner landscapes? How they share a resonance, a quality that moves beyond mere coincidence. How you can sometimes look at a stranger and feel you understand a piece of their journey just from their eyes. The old ones knew this. They could perceive the rhythm of a person's purpose in the depths of their gaze. They understood that your eye color holds the frequency of your dharma, the reason your spirit chose this body, this time, this lesson to be learned and gift to be offered. But here is where a deep sadness arises. Most people live in quiet opposition to their own nature. They struggle against the current of their own being, wondering why life feels like a constant effort, why they feel so adrift from their own center, why they cannot seem to find the others who hear the same music they do. If you have ever felt this ache, this whisper that you are here for something more, something you cannot yet name, be still and listen. The truth we are about to uncover may return you to yourself. You are not imagining this deep sense that there is a purpose to your breath. That feeling is not a fantasy. It is your innermost being attempting to communicate with your mind, using the only language it knows, the language of being, of form. My teachers say every human carries a spiritual signature, a fundamental pattern that exists in the heart of our shared journey. These signatures are not ideas. They are living currents of energy, shaping our inner worlds, our connections, the work we are drawn to. And according to this ancient knowing, these signatures find their most clear expression in the body, especially in the color of your eyes. This is the simple truth a complicated world asks you to ignore. Your eye color is a fingerprint of your soul. It is the universe's way of marking you with your particular path of service. The patterns of light and shadow in your iris are not just biology. They are a physical manifestation of your spirit's deepest song. Consider every person who has ever looked into your eyes and seemed to know you without words. Consider why some gazes feel like coming home, while others feel like a warning. This is not coincidence. It is your soul recognizing another's. The wise ones of the Nile Valley knew this. They saw the eyes as the seat of the spirit, each color a different sacred road. The Celtic sages could feel a person's life path in the study of their irises. The shamans of every land have always understood that eye color reveals the spirit's chosen work in this life. But a great forgetting has swept the world. We have been taught to believe our eye color is an accident, a detail. We have been taught to ignore the very map our ancestors knew by heart. The result: countless souls walking through life cut off from their own source. They exhaust themselves trying to be something they are not. A river trying to be a mountain. They are tired, lost, and heavy because every day is a quiet battle against their own soul. If you have ever felt like you are swimming upstream against a relentless current, simply be still. You are about to remember why. The truth is, your eyes have been whispering your purpose to you since the day you were born. But you have been taught to listen to the noise of the world instead. You have been taught to see your eyes as a feature, instead of the sacred compass they truly are. Let us begin with the color most misunderstood in this lineage, the color of earth, of brown. If your eyes are brown, you have likely been told they are common, ordinary. This is a profound untruth, for the brown-eyed path carries one of the most essential missions. Brown-eyed souls are the keepers of the mountain. Their purpose is to be the grounding force for the collective. They are the ones who hold the silent, still space for all other growth. They are the foundation. They are the heartwood of the tree. Here is the source of their power. The deep, rich color in their iris forms a direct connection to the ancient, deep earth consciousness. They can tap into a stillness, a wisdom that has been accumulating for aeons. This is why brown-eyed people often feel like they have lived many lives. They carry the weight of ancestral knowing in their bones. They are drawn to heal, to teach, to hold, and to protect. They possess an effortless ability to make others feel safe, seen, and home. But here is the shadow the mountain must know. Their very mission to be the caretaker can lead them to offer their own mountain away, stone by stone. They become so focused on rooting everyone else that they forget their own peak must also reach for the sky. They give and give until their own core is hollowed out, wondering why they feel empty despite being needed. The sacred work for a brown-eyed soul is to learn the difference between being a harbor and being the one who drowns. They are here to show humanity how to be deeply rooted in wisdom while still reaching for the light. They are the bridge between earth and sky. Ancient traditions revered brown eyes as a sign of deep knowing. They were considered the eyes of earth angels, souls who chose to walk this plane simply to help humanity remember its home. The temple keepers of ancient lands believed brown-eyed people could channel the silent wisdom of the living world itself. If you have brown eyes, have you not noticed how people trust you with their stories? How strangers share their hearts? How children and animals rest in your presence? This is not an accident. Your very being creates a field of safety and stillness. But you must understand your mission is not to carry everyone. It is to model what it looks like to be an unshakable, peaceful mountain. You are here to show others how to be both grounded and vast. If you have brown eyes and this resonates in your heart, simply feel your feet on the ground. Acknowledge the mountain that you are. The lineage speaks of this power. These souls measure higher in compassion, in emotional presence, in what the traditions call heart wisdom. They are drawn to be pillars of community, to forge lasting bonds, and to feel a profound sense of responsibility. Your brown eyes are not common. They are consecrated. They are the mark of a spirit that chose one of the most vital paths, to hold the still center for a spinning world while continuing your own ascent. Every time you meet your own gaze, you are seeing the eyes of one who volunteered for the quiet, sacred work of being home for others. Blue eyes carry a path often mistaken as harsh or cold. If your eyes are blue, you have perhaps been told your gaze is intense, piercing, that people feel uncovered by it. This is not about power over another. It is about your soul's purpose as a seer of the clear sky. The absence of deep pigment in blue eyes creates a unique interaction with light. It mirrors the vast, empty clarity of the sky. Blue-eyed people possess a natural capacity for pattern recognition. They see through the mist, the confusion, and the stories people tell themselves. This is why those with blue eyes often feel they know things before they are spoken. They can sense a dissonance between a word and a heart. Their soul's work is to serve as a bringer of clarity to the collective. But here is the shadow a blue-eyed person must walk with. Their ability to see through the fog can leave them feeling alone, unable to trust the surface of things. They often see the space between what is said and what is true, which can make connection feel fragile or disappointing. The sacred lesson for blue eyes is to learn how to use their clarity as a tool for healing, not for judgment. They are here to help others gently remove their own masks, to invite them into their own authentic truth. They are the ones who can hold a space for the whole truth, both the storm and the clear sky that follows. The old Nordic peoples saw blue eyes as a sign of the sky, seers, those who could perceive the invisible currents of spirit. Celtic wisdom taught that blue-eyed children were born with a foot in both worlds, seeing through the veil. In many shamanic paths, blue eyes were a sign of innate visionary sight. If your eyes are blue, have you not noticed that people are either deeply drawn to you or strangely cautious? There is rarely an in-between. This is because your energy invites a confrontation with one's own truth. You carry a field of clarity that makes it difficult for masks to stay on. The patterns of life confirm this. Blue-eyed souls score higher in measures of clear seeing, pattern recognition, and what my tradition calls truth sensing. They are often found in paths of inquiry, art, deep listening, or any work that requires seeing past the surface to the essential reality. Your blue eyes are not merely beautiful. They are instruments of consciousness. They are the sign of a soul who chose to be a living reminder of truth. Every time you meet another's gaze, you are unconsciously inviting them into clarity. If your eyes are blue, and you have always felt you could see what lies beneath the surface, simply acknowledge this gift. You do not need to prove it. But here is what you must understand about your path. Your work is not to expose or to find fault. Your work is to create such a safe harbor of clarity that people feel safe to drop their masks for you and for themselves. You are here to model what it is to live an unveiled life, to show others that they need not hide their truth from you or from their own heart. The world needs your clear sight now more than ever. We live in an age of mist and mirrors, of deep confusion and surface level noise. Your blue eyes are your soul's mark, anointing you as one who can help others find their way back to the simple, clear truth of their own being. Green eyes are the rarest spring in the forest, appearing in but a few. This rarity is not by chance. It is a sign of its path. Green-eyed individuals carry what the lineage calls the catalyst mission. They are here to quicken the pace of change, to spark transformation wherever they walk. The unique tapestry of light and earth that creates green eyes also creates a unique spiritual nature. Green-eyed people exist on the threshold, in the space between. They are natural bridge builders, helping others move from one season of their life into the next. This is why those with green eyes often feel they do not belong to any single tribe. They are too wild for some, too still for others, too earthy for the mystics, too mystical for the grounded. This is not a failing. It is their sacred design. They are meant to stand in the doorway between worlds. The dharma of green eyes is to be the spark for another's growth. They have a startling ability to enter someone's life at the very moment a great shift is ready to occur. They are the ones who ask the question that changes everything, who plant the seed of a new beginning. But here is the shadow of this gift. A catalyst energy can make relationships feel like a passing storm. People are drawn to them with great intensity, experience a rapid flowering of their own being, and then sometimes must pull away to let the new roots take hold. Green-eyed people can feel as if they are constantly being left behind just as a connection deepens. The Celtic sages saw green eyes as marks of the shapeshifters, beings who could help another transform their very essence. The ancient temple schools believed green-eyed initiates had a special connection to the life force of rebirth itself. In many tribal ways, green eyes were a sign of natural shamanic potential. If your eyes are green, have you not seen this pattern? Your very presence seems to speed up time. People meet you, and suddenly their lives begin to shift. Old structures fall away. New paths open. You are a living conduit for the energy of change. The currents of life support this. Green-eyed souls show a greater measure of creativity, adaptability, and what my tradition calls the energy of becoming. They are drawn to be artists, guides, healers, innovators. Any path that involves helping another become what they are meant to be. If you have green eyes and have felt this storm of change around you, simply acknowledge the wild, creative force you carry. Your green eyes are not just rare. They are revolutionary. They are the mark of a soul that chose to serve as a living spark for evolution. Every person you meet is potentially one conversation, one moment of shared presence, away from their own becoming. And your spirit is designed to ignite that possibility. But here is the deep wisdom of your path. Your work is not to force change or to have the answers. Your work is to so fully embody the energy of life itself that others remember their own capacity to grow and transform. You are here to model what it looks like to be in constant, graceful evolution. The world needs your catalyst energy now, as old ways are dying and new ways are struggling to be born. Your green eyes are your soul's signature, marking you as one who can guide others through this great turning with wisdom and an open heart. Hazel eyes reflect one of the most subtle and profound paths in this lineage. If you have hazel eyes, you have surely been told they shift their color with your feelings, with the light, with what you wear. This is not just a trick of the light. It is a reflection of your soul's mission as what my tradition calls the changers of the way, or the shape shifters. The unique mingling of earth and sky that creates hazel eyes also creates a profound spiritual flexibility. Hazel-eyed souls possess what is called pathway fluidity. They can sense and embody different ways of being, depending on what a moment asks for. They are natural adapters, able to become the very presence another soul needs to see. This is why hazel-eyed people often feel they contain many selves. They are the calm mountain for one friend, the playful seed for another, the clear stream for a third. This is not a lack of self. It is their sacred gift. The purpose of hazel eyes is to serve as a gentle mirror for another's own potential. They have a startling ability to reflect back to people the very qualities they need to find in themselves. They are the ones who can see a hidden strength in another and, simply by seeing it, help it come alive. But here is the shadow side that a hazel-eyed soul must navigate. This fluidity can make them feel they lack a solid center of their own. They can feel they are constantly becoming what others need, losing touch with their own quiet, unchanging essence. They may ask, "Who am I when I am not reflecting for another?" The ancient Greek oracles saw hazel eyes as a mark of divine mirrors, beings who could show mortals a reflection of their own hidden divinity. Celtic druids believed these souls had special access to the wisdom of the world tree, which connects all paths and all realities. In many traditions, hazel eyes were a sign of the ability to walk between worlds. If your eyes are hazel, you have likely heard people say that you helped them see themselves in a new light. "You helped me realize," or "I never saw that in myself until you," or "This is your nature," creating a field of possibility around you. The wisdom of this path is confirmed by life's patterns. Hazel-eyed people score high in measures of heart, intelligence, social harmony, and what the lineage calls potential seeing. They are drawn to be coaches, mentors, artists, diplomats, any path that requires helping another to recognize their own gifts. If you have hazel eyes and have been told you help someone see their own beauty, let that truth land in your heart. You are a community of sacred mirrors. Your hazel eyes are not just changeable, they are conduits of becoming. They are the mark of a soul that chose to be a living reflection of humanity's potential. But here is what you must understand about your mission. Your work is not to lose yourself in the reflection. It is to remain rooted in your own center while being flexible enough to show others their own. You are here to model what it looks like to be authentically fluid, to be true to your core while responding with compassion to what each moment calls for. The world deeply needs your mirror energy now. We live in a time when so many have forgotten their own inner light. Your hazel eyes are your soul's mark, naming you as one who can help others remember who they truly are. Now that you have felt your path, here is where many go astray. They see this knowledge as a description of their personality. They treat it like a label, not recognizing it as a map for their deepest work. Your eye color is not just describing who you are now. It is revealing the path of your becoming. It is showing you the lesson your spirit is here to master. Every difficulty you have faced, every connection you have made, has been your soul's way of gently guiding you back to this path. Bring to mind the moments in your life when you felt most truly alive, most connected to a purpose greater than yourself. See how those moments align with the path your eyes reveal. The brown-eyed soul who felt a deep rightness while holding space for a friend in chaos. The blue-eyed one who felt a surge of life when helping someone see a truth they had avoided. The green-eyed soul who felt a thrill of purpose while sparking a new idea. The hazel-eyed person who felt true connection when they saw another recognize their own gift. These were not accidents. These were moments of your soul recognizing itself in action. But here, the real journey begins. So many have lived in resistance to this inner nature. They have tried to fit into the shapes the world provides, instead of honoring the shape of their soul. They wonder why life feels hard when they are fighting their own current. The brown-eyed person told they are too quiet, trying to be loud. The blue-eyed person told they are too intense, trying to be soft. The green-eyed person told they are too much, trying to be less. The hazel-eyed person told they are too inconsistent, trying to be rigid. This is the source of the feeling of being disconnected. You have been trying to be someone else, instead of more deeply becoming yourself. If you are finally understanding why some parts of your journey have felt like swimming against the tide, take a quiet breath. You are about to discover how to flow with your nature, not against it. Here is an integration, a simple practice. For 1 week, pay attention to the flow of energy in your body. Notice the moments when you feel open, expansive, and alive. What are you doing? Who are you with? What is the quality of your presence? These are the moments your path is being walked. Then, notice the moments you feel constricted, drained, or heavy. What are you doing then? What are you trying to be? These are the moments you are stepping off your path. The goal is not a sudden revolution. It is to begin making small, gentle choices that honor your soul's true way. Perhaps it is choosing a more honest word if you are blue-eyed, or allowing yourself to create a moment of stillness for another if you are brown-eyed. Embracing your role as a spark if green, accepting your beautiful adaptability if hazel. Your path is not a prison, it is a specialization. It is your soul's way of showing you where your greatest gift lies, where you can serve most deeply, where you can find the most profound peace. The ancient ones knew this. They knew that each soul's unique path was essential for the health of the whole village. When each person walks their true way, the entire community flourishes. Share this message with one whose eyes have always spoken to you. Help them find their way back to their own path. And ask yourself, in the quiet of your own heart, what is the first small step I will take to honor my soul's way? This is not about self-improvement. This is about stepping into your sacred role in the great turning of our time. Your eye color has been singing your soul's song since the day you were born. Now that you can hear the music, you can finally stop fighting your nature and begin to dance with it. The world is waiting for your unique gift. There are souls waiting for the medicine only you can offer. Your eyes have been broadcasting your mission your whole life. Now, it is time to answer the call.